Hey everybody, welcome back. It's patch 7.19, and this time I want to share some ranked gameplay with you using the Titanic Tiger Udyr build. If you want a more detailed guide on this build, check the video linked on the top right corner of the screen. Alright, jumping into this gameplay, starting level 1 at blue buff, so we can have the blue buff for the entire clear, for the faster clear. And since we're on this side of the map, we're going to invade the enemy red buff. We have a ward over here. For some reason the enemy started raptors, but didn't take red buff, so we can see when Gragas is coming because of the ward. But let's pull the red buff into the bush just to be safe. And we don't even need to use smite. So now we don't have bear stance, but usually I would take raptors to get bear stance, but since those are gone, we're just going to try top lane without bear stance. We have ghost. I probably should not have even used ghost just because I didn't have bear stance, so it probably was not going to be a kill. But we got his flash, so it was still worth it. So now let's go back to farm. We can get our level 3 now from Scuttle, and then we can go to Wolves, and then our Raptors and Krugs, and then either gank, mid, or bot if the enemies push, but if they don't, we can just recall. I'm not going to take my red buff just yet, but let's leave a ward just to make sure that the enemy doesn't try to steal mine. Killing the Raptors, take out the small ones first to save the most health. And I would have started the rejuvenation bead if I knew I was building the Titanic build, but I wasn't sure if I was building Blood Razor or not, so just ignore the refillable potion. Usually with this build I would start rejuvenation bead. I decided to go Titanic build this game because my team didn't have any other tanks. So after these Krugs, I'll have enough money to just grab Boots, Stalker's Blade, and I'll start getting the Tiamat next. But in general, it's a good idea to get the Tiamat as soon as possible because it increases your income. Makes it faster to farm the jungle, gives you more money the sooner you get it. And Gragas is up there taking his wolves. His Gromp just spawned, so I'm going to grab that. Gragas, unluckily for him, jumps right over the wall into my face. Stun him. Tiger stance. Get his flash, but we already got the burn damage on him with our fervor stacked up. So now we can get back to full health from this fruit. And now let's try bot lane. I clicked on the ground accidentally to start that fight instead of Varus, but that's okay. We're just going to have another fully stacked Q burn for that kill. We got another flash. So the ability order that time, because I already started behind that guy, was Q, and then Bear Stance, and then Tiger Stance. That gives you a little bit more time to stack up your Fervor battle, so you'll for sure have fully stacked Fervor for your second Q burn. I recalled, picked up the Tiamat, went straight back to our blue buff, checked the enemy red buff, which just spawned about 10 seconds earlier, but it looks like I was a little bit too slow. Gragas does his Raptors, I just run in and try to steal him. Got the big one. Let's try to get away. There goes Gragas ultimate. And top is missing also, so we just gotta run away. And go back to farming. Kill wolves. Then I can move down to Raptors or Krugs, but while Yasuo is in base, I'm gonna cover this farm in mid. Now let's use our Tiamat to farm these Raptors. And Krugs. And then we can try bot lane. But the enemy jungler's actually here. And my health is pretty low. Just going to leave a ward in this bush to make sure he's not going to kill me while I'm killing these Krugs. And I'm just going to try to heal up a little bit for my turtle stance while farming the Krugs. Regenerated a little bit of health, but still a little bit too low to gank. We also found a control ward over here, so they know I'm here. So let's just go back to my jungle. My red buff's about to spawn, so let's go grab that. Check the enemy jungle. His wolves, blue, and Gromp were already gone, so nothing to take over here. So let's just try Dragon. Can't gank bot, don't want to tower dive. Our top lane gets a kill. So looks like Dragon's the best option at the moment. And of course with Tiger Stance Udyr, Dragon's going to be a very easy solo. Just alternate Tiger and Turtle Stance, 4 attacks, Cloud Drake #1. Enemy mid laner shows up. I'm pretty low and out of mana, so I don't really think I could fight him, so I just ran away. And since I'm out of mana, I can't really do much except for farm. So I'm just going to farm Raptors and Wolves moving towards this blue buff. And since my mid lane and top lane are both manaless, I'm going to take the blue buff myself. But then after taking blue buff, I am just going to recall because I have a pretty good amount of money. And I'm going to run down towards bot lane. So that's going to be enough money to finish the Sheen and Merc Treads. The enemy blue buff is about to spawn in 10 seconds, so I'm going to run over there. Give it to my support because I already have a blue buff and support can use it the most. And while Yasuo is headed back here, I'm going to wait in this bush and try to look for an opportunity to jump on Cassidon. And after he uses his ult, I know it's a short cooldown, but that was all the time I needed, I thought, to jump in. But looks like I accidentally switched to turtle stance a little bit too soon, so I didn't stun him. Luckily, my Yasuo is pretty good. He just flash, E, Q, and he gets that kill. So now, since we got a pick on mid, and I'm level 10, it's a very easy time to take out this Rip Trail buff, regardless of whether I get help or not. I really like playing these junglers that can solo big objectives because your teammates are not always going to listen to your pings, and sometimes it's better to solo them just so you don't draw attention from the enemy laners when the enemies notice that your laners are missing from lane. Try to help out this Yasuo, pretty low health. Just gotta stun this Cassidon and switch to Tiger Stance, Tiamat, and our combined burst damage, we took him out. Then I'm just gonna run in, stun Gragas, switch to Tiger Stance. He's gonna stun me a little bit, but that Tiger Burn finishes him off. So now, when Yasuo's in base, I'm just gonna farm his lane. But I'm pretty low mana, so I'm not gonna push too far without knowing where the enemies are. I'm just going to instead go back to farming, take this red buff, and then Krugs. And since there's nothing else in this area of the jungle and I can't get bot at the moment, now is the time to recall. 2100 gold. So let's just grab the Cineroak because I can't finish Titanic and I can't finish Trinity Force. It'll just make me a little bit beefier and harder to kill compared to building a lot of smaller components. But now, a Fire Drake's about to spawn, so let's go grab that. Enemy Gragas is taking his Gromp, and I don't have Smite, so if he comes over here, I have to just jump on him and try to kill him. So, he's running down this direction. I'm just gonna pop Bear Stance and Ghost, chase him away. Now, I didn't kill him, but he's definitely not gonna come back to contest this dragon, so he's not gonna be an issue. Now we can just take out this dragon, and our mid laner roams up to top lane. They get a double kill. Dragon number 2, and now is a perfect time to activate this Rift Trail buff. We can push down the first mid tower immediately, and then we can maybe get another one. A lot of damage pretty fast. Enemy blue buff is just about spawning, so I'm going to offer that again to my support. Then I'm going to work my way back to the jungle and do a little bit more farming. So the route I'm planning is I'll take Scuttle first because I'm here, then to Raptors, and then I can cover mid. I'm just going to pull these minions away from tower for Yasuo to make sure he doesn't miss those minions to tower. And then I'm just going to grab my blue buff. So let's just recall, pick up a little bit more health, and then try again to get a pick. Enemy Varus is pushing this bot lane alone, so I waited in this bush to see if he was going to push past, and then after I realized he was not, I just activated Ghost, Bear Stance, and try to get to this Varus. I ran in a zigzag because I thought he was going to throw his ultimate. I just dive into tower, take aggro, Yasuo jumps in, and we get that kill. Then we get another bot tower. That's going to be enough money to finish the Titanic Hydra, and I'm going to be building 2 more attack speed daggers. That's going to be for Trinity Force. And we're all running as a group up to this top lane. This Darius is alone under this tower, so let's just dive him. I'm pretty tanky, so I just took tower aggro for the team. Unfortunately, we're not able to kill this Darius, but we got a lot of ultimates, and I'm still alive. It didn't work out great for the team, though. There's another ultimate from Gragas, and we got out alive. But in this downtime, while I'm waiting for my teammates to spawn, I'm just going to go grab this dragon. I know it's not worth it because I have Sweeper. And then when my teammates spawn, we're all going to group up again. They get a catch on Gragas. Let's try to push mid. Took tower aggro for the team. So after I give my teammates enough time to jump in, I step out of aggro and walk back in. We take the tower, take the inhibitor. Try to get this Varus down in bot lane. He's pretty far out of position. There goes his ult, and we're just going to burst him down pretty quick. It's going to be another tower. I'm just going to push this one. My teammates are all running up to top lane, or mid lane. I don't know why they went mid. But Riven's pushing top alone. I get the bot and hit, and I'm out of mana, so I really can't do anything. If I get stuck in a team fight, I will definitely die without mana. Looks like my team picks up that third inhibitor up top. Now I'm going to recall, pick up my Trinity Force, Control Ward, and I'm going to run over to Baron. Looks like my team wants to do Baron right now without Smite. That's okay, guys. I mean, you guys can do that, I guess, but kind of risky, you know, without having Smite, but it worked out. So now we're going to push as 5 into the enemy base. And this video is about over, guys, except for one more bonus clip at the end. I'm going to upload a Jax gameplay as well as another Udyr Titanic gameplay in the near future. And I'm practicing the new Xin Zhao. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys again next time.